Hi, my name is Rory Stanton, and I'm the founder and CEO of Aila Health. We are bringing precision health at home for autoimmune patients. About 6 years ago, my cousin Shannon started experiencing a number of different symptoms that none of her doctors knew what to do with. She was shuffled from specialist to specialist, seeing over 30 in total over a 3-year period. She had probably over 100 tests taken, and finally they were able to diagnose her with an autoimmune disease. She's now living at home, disabled, on Medicaid, and living with her parents. This is increasingly common in the US. In fact, 1 in 6 Americans is living with an autoimmune disease today, and they are disabled, they're leaving the workforce, and they're costing the US healthcare system billions of dollars every year. In fact, an autoimmune patient can be anywhere from 5 to 25 times as expensive to manage as the average patient, outpacing other high-cost chronic conditions like depression, diabetes, and cardiovascular disease. So healthcare insurance companies and risk-bearing providers are increasingly interested in how to get the total cost of care reduced for these populations. That's one of the reasons why we built Aila Health. We built a virtual precision health platform that incorporates multi-omic data of autoimmune patients to develop hyper-personalized content, education, and coaching plans for autoimmune disease patients, because each one of these patients requires N-of-1 care. We also have a continuous collection of data through connected devices and sensors that we use to predict negative outcomes in advance and leverage virtual visits and virtual health coaching connections to prevent unnecessary utilization of high-cost healthcare resources like emergency departments and hospitalizations. We're ultimately delivering on the promise of patient-centered whole-person health. We've built Aila around a patient community. We actually incorporated community as a core component of our platform, which differentiates us significantly from other virtual healthcare players. We also are providing a holistic way of managing autoimmune conditions. As many in the field know, there are a lot of lifestyle factors that exacerbate these symptoms and drive chronic inflammation. So we've developed AI-enabled personalized nutrition plans to reduce chronic inflammation. We also incorporate mental health education and mindfulness techniques in order to drive down chronic inflammation, really taking a holistic approach to managing these lifelong complex chronic diseases. There's a huge opportunity in the autoimmune space. Just 5 of the 100 autoimmune diseases represents $100 billion in US healthcare spend every single year. And because specialists are typically located in urban academic medical centers, many patients are missing out, also driving up the cost of care. So with COVID driving everyone online, the virtual care market is ripe for autoimmune disease. We have a few competitors in our space, with most of them focusing on remote patient monitoring, but we're really building toward an end-to-end community-driven autoimmune care platform for the entire US. We utilize personalized insights and predictive analytics to drive the right care at the right time. We're first targeting value-based care organizations with our remote patient monitoring and coaching fees. Next, once we have critical mass of patients on the platform, we'll target pharma. There's 145 autoimmune drugs in pipeline today. And we've already built the infrastructure to conduct clinical trials within the platform. Over the past 6 months, we've built out our iOS app. We're releasing our second version of the app next week, as well as an Android accompaniment. We've built our clinical platform, onboarded our first customer, set up clinical validation pilots to kick off in Q2 at Stanford and University of Colorado. And we plan to have strategic partnerships with payers by the end of this year. I have a background in digital patient journey, consulting with pharmaceutical companies in the autoimmune space, and I have my MBA from Haas. My co-founder has an MS in computer science from UCLA and a background at Amazon. Our CMO has experience developing a patient-centered medical home, as well as a telehealth clinic. And Sarah Joy, our head of operations, previously comes to us from Vivante, a gut health company. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it and want to change.